Greetings, greetings. Let's see. Probably I'm messing up here. I gotta reverse this. There you go. There you go, right there. So, greetings to everyone who's coming on. I want to say good evening to you. It's been a very warm day in San Diego. Very warm day. So, today, today we're going to talk about the moral compass of Freemasonry. The moral compass of Freemasonry. What has happened to the moral compass of Freemasonry? I just want to greet everybody who's coming on, and I hope that and I pray that you and your family are well, regardless of your jurisdiction or affiliation. We all should remember each other in our prayers as we go through our daily journeys. So I just want to come to you today and just talk a little bit and just go over and see where is the moral compass of the Freemason. What has happened to the moral compass, and how is it that we can bring back a moral compass within the fraternal order of Freemasonry? And this goes for all jurisdictions, including my own, because we have brothers and sisters in the craft, and we know for some odd reason the moral compass is off a little bit. You know, when you take a compass and you're going in a certain directions accordingly, and sometimes you can detour, you can go off, but you got to get back on the right track in order to get to your destination. So today we're going to talk about the moral compass. What has happened to the moral compass of the Freemason? What has happened to it? We know that the compass of the Freemason is supposed to be that which guides him, that moral thing that's inside of us as we use those working tools that we receive in each of our degree work. What has happened and what I see is that the leadership in the various jurisdictions do not hold their members accountable to being the example of a Freemason. The leadership tends to take a back seat and allow its members to go forth and to cause havoc within the jurisdiction or to cause disharmony, and because of a vote or because they may feel that they may not find favor with this brother or this sister, they lose their moral compass. And this is where we're at today as we begin to look at Freemasonry and those working tools which we're supposed to use in helping us to move forward and guide us. First of all, I want to send a big shout out. Hold on, I got to make sure I say this right. Okay, I want to send a big shout out to brother. Check this out. I want to send a big shout out to brother Paul Redier. Paul Redier. He's from St. Paul's Lodge number 374 from the UGLE. He reached out to me, sent me tides of greetings, and he said he wanted to talk to me. So we've been really communicating through Messenger, and I thought that was funny. But definitely want to send him a big shout out and tell him, I want to say personally to him, thank you. Thank you for your words of kindness. Thank you for just participating in this on this YouTube channel. I want to say thank you. Big shout out to him. I want to also send a big shout out to the brothers in King of the Valley Lodge out of Baton Rouge. I think Fayetteville. Yeah. So I want to send them a big shout out. As we begin to press forward this day. It's pretty warm here in San Diego, so if you're out and about, please be careful. Make sure you have your mask when you get out of your car. Don't be driving around with mask on in your car. It's just you. Wash your hands. Make sure you gel. Take care of yourself, because nobody else is going to do that. Nobody is going to take care of you, okay? Why such a division, black men and women? You know what? Because a lot of us, to answer that question you just put up there, bro, in regards to why is there a division. The division is because a lot of us have not yet been educated um, in respect. Hear me clearly. The reason there is a division is because a lot of us have not been educated in respect. We don't respect each other enough. And if we did do that, then it wouldn't be such a division. That is my perspective from being in this fraternal order for now 33 years. Um, so it's been a long journey. I've seen some good times and I've seen some bad, but I've seen more good than I've seen bad. That's why I'm still here. And I just want to be honest with you. I don't want to paint the Fraternal Order of Freemasons or the Order of the Eastern Star as being some holier than thou fraternal order. I want to let you know that there are issues everywhere you go, but in this fraternal order of the Freemasons and the Eastern Stars, in this organization, it's supposed to be about helping you to progress, not regress, but progress, because Masonry is a progressive science. It does not stay the same. There are landmarks that cannot be removed. They are there, but it's progressive. They're progressive. So as we continue to move forward and look at what we call the moral compass of Freemasonry and the Order of the Eastern Star, there is where you're going to find how to govern yourselves. You know as well as I know, when we are in lodge, we say, govern yourselves and look to the east. You know, it's just something we say. And in the process of saying that, we must understand that there's protocols within every jurisdiction, you know? There are protocols within every jurisdiction. We can no longer say I live by in our Masonic title lodges talk about looking at us. As Masons, we are supposed to be the example of a man and woman who's a lady who's an Eastern Star. As I've watched various videos of African Americans being beat up, shot down. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Brother Vincent. Thank you so much, man. I didn't see the donation. Brother Vincent, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. As we watch black men and women get slaughtered, the moral compass that we are supposed to have, that we're supposed to be governed by, has somehow got off. We're going down a long, dusty road. And in losing our moral compass, we now have conflict within Freemasonry. We have now have grand lodges and grand officers who is misusing and mistreating and doing all sorts of things. I don't care what jurisdiction you're in. It's just bigger where you at. If you got a bigger jurisdiction, what I'm talking about is bigger than where you at. If your jurisdiction is small, it may be small where you at. But let me tell you, the moral compass of Freemasonry has gotten off. And most of you know this, but you don't say anything about it because you're too weak and you won't stand up. You won't. You'll laugh. You may have parking lot meetings. You'll do some of that, but the moral compass is off now. How do we bring back the moral compass into Freemasonry? It doesn't matter. Mainstream, modern, free, international, you name it, the moral compass is off. It's as if we are in no man's land and the compass cannot find its own direction to guide us out. The very books that we have on the Masonic altar is supposed to be the rule and guide of our daily journey. It's supposed to be that. But when you do not go and pick up that book that you took your obligation on, whatever book you took it on. And when you don't go open that book and look at the things that are in there that can help you to better your life as a man and as a woman, when you do not do that, you are now losing your moral compass. I'm never saying that we won't ever get off. I never said that. Never said you wouldn't pull over as you're driving down the freeway. You may have to pull over sometime, but you don't have to pull over and stop and be there forever. Get back on the road. Get back on the right track. So as we continue today to talk about the moral compass of Freemasonry, you're certainly welcome to call in. And if the moderators are here today, I want to send them a big shout out. Brother Jackson from New Jersey. I want to send Brother Larry Diamond from Lancaster. And I want to send my brother Eric Collins from Florida a shout out. These are the moderators for the group. Administrator, they kind of keep things going. I just want to say thank you. I have a petition for a lodge that is a 4-letter. And the brothers I met were good people who made me feel welcome and accepted. But I am confused to how or why I may not be accepted by my own. James Todd, I don't know if you are African American. I don't know, but when you say not to be accepted by your own, are you saying that you're a black man and if you join a black, ancient, free, and accepted lodge, you may not be accepted by mainstream or Prince Hall? Am I understanding that correctly? Yes, you do need to call in tonight there, Grandmaster Smith. If you choose to, you're certainly welcome. You're certainly welcome. Eric Collins says, politics, money, power is why the moral compass is off. Well, brothers of the craft, sisters of the order, and to those of you who are here, we who are members can set the moral compass. You can set the moral compass. We can no longer say alibi and think everything is okay. Everything isn't okay, and I keep telling you everything isn't okay, but you, for some odd reason, just, I don't know, you don't stand up for nothing. And this is what you get. Hold on just a second. Grandmaster? Hello? Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
How you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. What about yourself?
I'm all right. I like the subject. I like the title tonight. I love that subject.
All right, well, talk to me then. You know I'm talking about the moral compass. Okay?
And you know, when I came to this nation,
Mm-hmm.
you have been there for all of my degrees from 1 to 9.
Right, right.
Only one you mentioned my name is.
Mm-hmm.
So you stood. When I came in, you know, I was very serious about this.
Yeah. You was fired up.
Look. My first argument, Richard, really, password, everything, gives my training material to read and study. I came back the next month.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all pass me. So y'all investigating me personally, y'all pass me. Everybody in the line room said, he's ready to take a month.
Mm-hmm.
The next month, y'all, the week before the next week, y'all tried me again at Bro Cummings' house.
Yeah.
I will worse him out.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you tried me. He said, you ready. And I tried to live up to everything y'all taught me to do. I tried to do it to the best of my ability.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't come in the nation trying to, like these new guys, they come in and heard it's a get out of jail free car. You can do it, make us get away with this. And we help our own, we give us the money. So what I'm saying is, people come in with the wrong arterial motive. And their compass is not straight in the beginning.
No, but see here.
We're overlooking the issue is to keep our numbers up and our ripple lines and red lines.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's not, it has to deal with the character of the man. And I'm gonna let you, I'm gonna stand down when I tell you this. I can't remember his name. Grandmaster Louisiana years ago, this was in the 90s. I heard him make this statement. He said, when he first got in Nation, he said, brothers had it in their heart. They couldn't read and write. He said, but now, he said, you young Masons, y'all have it in your head, but you don't have it in your heart.
Mm.
And I'm gonna step down on that.
Mm. Well, you know what? You said something earlier in regards to what is on the altar in your lives. You said that you're looking at the VSL. Well, what is the VSL? It is those books of faith that a brother takes his obligation on. If you're an Eastern Star, it is the Holy Bible that is on the altar that you take your obligation on. And the process is, go ahead.
Go ahead. But you know, with the VSL, now this is kicks. This is kicks. The form of nature we have and we practice, even in African America, is a European form of nation. And in that European form of nation that we go by, it's the Holy Bible. I know the Bible sacred law. I know the BSL. It can be whatever your particular religion is, but and when you go to other countries, you do see different BSL. But this is the key. If you look at our rituals, it doesn't mention the Quran. It doesn't mention it. It doesn't mention it. No other BSL, it mentions all the time is the Bible. It's
Oh,
the Bible.
okay.
So guess what? I'm not over in Iraq, Afghanistan. Well, they're Muslims. They're really, really. I don't think now. This may need the conversation we have on live there. I really think the only thing that should be in our local law is the Holy Bible.
But why is it okay?
Okay.
That's going to look.
I'm gonna prove something in a minute. Okay.
Go ahead.
Don't do your ritual. And first question, and we ask you, in whom do you put your trust? And then we say, you know the answer. Alright, then when you get to that altar, you gotta make sure you take your obligation. And you remember you said your left hand support, right hand rested down on the Holy Bible, square and compass. The Holy Bible, so not the Quran square and compass, the Holy Bible. So to me, you take an obligation on that Quran, you got revelation to me. You think about it now. I was there stop. Now, if I was in Afghanistan and those brothers somewhere where my brother about to Israel and they were using the Torah or something, I'd go along with that.
But wait a minute, hold on. Back up now.
And guess what? I have to respect their Bible sacred law in their country. I have to respect that.
You just said that you would not consider them to be a Mason.
No, because he was obviously right. Now watch this. Now you know, remember, I'm just gonna say, remember the situation I had with the shrine and the individual people they were supposed to do correctly, and because one form of it wasn't done correctly, I completed, therefore their creation was really null and void. Right or wrong?
The creation was incomplete.
Okay. And their being initiated is incomplete. I'm at KFC. I'm gonna make an order.
Okay, you need to go ahead and make the order, but I'm gonna continue to talk about the moral compass because we was about to get off. That's gonna have to be a whole nother show. Now look, you got to stay when you call in, brother Grandmaster. You got to stay on topic.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Now I hope you got that out of your system. Okay. Now, as the brother just said, it only say the VSL because Christians in each jurisdiction can take out the Holy Bible if they want. My lodge are using someone else's ritual work. Now I'm gonna share this with you.
Well,
No,
and
no,
guess what?
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna share this with you. In the old English Masonic ritual for which I had an opportunity to view, not the I'm talking about an old English ritual. They say this. When they ask the question, who do you put your trust in? And that person gives them that answer. Or sometimes an answer may be whispered to them. When they say rise, follow your, it's not even that, it's not, they don't even say that word. It's a whole nother word they put there. It's a whole nother word. We're going to have to share that on the phone, but it's true. But I do agree with you with what you said as far as an European style of Freemasonry. I can agree with you on that. Did I lose you? Or you still on? Well, I may have lost him. So we're going to continue to talk about.
No, I'm here.
Oh.
I'm ordered.
Okay. You finish ordering, then we'll talk when you done. But you got to be done, okay? So we're gonna go on, and Wayfaring man, Vincent Gilmore, the guy is nothing but bogus. He and all of his sympathizers, and he don't want me to call up. Well, Wayfaring man, the number to the night show is 619-985-1184. If you feel the balls and they're not moist, you're welcome to call in. I'm not challenging you. I'm just saying that you are welcome to call in. With that being said, we're going to continue to talk about the moral compass, because that gentleman by the name of Wayfaring man, I don't know if he's a Mason or not. So, it is what it is. I don't know if he's trying to be disrespectful or whatever. But we're going to move on with tonight's show, because what I've learned in these 33 years of being a Mason, you have to be able to continue to move forward. You cannot allow yourself or anybody to dictate to you the way you should move forward. You shouldn't. The equalizer to everything in life is death, and it's coming. Whether you want it to happen or not, it's coming. That's the great equalizer. So, as you come on tonight's show, I want to welcome everybody. What's up, Big Mac? What's going on with you? I appreciate you coming on. Anthony White, Brother Maddox, I hope and pray that you've completely gotten better, brother. And it was good to hear you the other day. I'm glad to know that you're well, and glad to know that you're watching tonight's show. Light Traveler, greetings to you. Phil Jackson, Corvette 19. Oh, my God. Greetings, everyone who's coming on. Please do not even address the disrespect that comes here to Bill. Absolutely, John. Was that? Yeah, Johnson. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much. He said, don't even address it. And it's let me see. It's on. Okay. I'm just trying to see where we're at. I practice the first 3 degrees of the Scottish Rite, and we say VSL because we are not dogmatic. I understand that. And that's by Brian Land. That's the way they practice. If you are going from the 3rd degree to the 33rd degree, in the Scottish Rite is the head in your state. That is how they practice. That is in their Masonic ritual. They are here in the United States. And as a matter of fact, the Louisiana Supreme Council is the oldest Supreme Council in the United States. It is older than the Supreme Council. They are older than the Supreme Council in, just call me back, Graham. Okay. That is older than the Supreme Council in Carolina, which was supposed to be founded in 1801. It's older than that. So as we get in, as we continue to move forward, discussing the moral compass and those things that are supposed to be helping us to direct our lives, we don't even use them. And let me tell you why we don't lose them. Just like the Wayfaring man came in here and just said, "Oh, he's bogus or whatever." Let me see what he just put. He says the guys is nothing but bogus, but you're too afraid to call in and have that conversation. I don't understand. He said he said he said the guy is nothing but bogus. Him and all of his sympathizers, and he doesn't want me to call up. Well, I invited you to call up.
I can't even call him for tell that person. God bless you. Have a good night. That's it.
I will call in too damn. Oh, well, I'm waiting on you, and I'm not going to be here all night waiting on you to call in because I don't think that you have the balls and courage enough to call in because we're talking about the moral compass. And right now, if yeah, he is the example. He is the example. None at all. No moral compass at all. And this is the very thing that causes masonry to lose their way, dealing with individuals like that. He reminds me of the coronavirus. And the reason I say that, Brother Smith, is because with the coronavirus, you know that it has suppressed the immune system and causes and wreaks havoc within an individual body. And this is the same thing that this individual by the name of Wayfaring Man is doing. He comes on his channel and he tries to wreak havoc, but we're not having that. This is why you need to have a moral compass. When you have a moral compass, then you understand how you must deal with people that you probably don't disagree with. But you can say whatever you want to say, bro. Mm-hmm.
So what you think the marketing is, because somebody told you that photo is bad and they're bogus, you really just not relationship with folks. You know what it's like now? It's like, I see y'all that they good, group, gangster, disciple, and white boy. They fight each other and killing each other. Don't know why they fight killing each other. You don't even know why you on this man's podcast slandering people tonight, bro. Guess what? I choose to love you. I choose to love you. I'm not gonna hate you, bro. I'm gonna love you. Love is in my heart, man. I'm gonna love you, brother. So the way you feel, the way you want, if you want to keep saying that and doing what you're doing, we're gonna let you do that by yourself. And look ignorant and foolish by yourself. But you're representing whatever that's supposed to be legit.
Right.
You don't show her. You don't represent film. So whoever you with, that's your representative, and I guess that's a good look in your eye. I mean, what you get out of coming on a man's podcast is show and slander and trying to call someone out because you win a prize, you get money. Can you shut either one of us down with your talk and your rhetoric? No, you can't, because no one always says so. Hey, look, I was reading this brother off 2 days ago. And on the same Bible, the big Bible.
Yes.
And I was reading the front. And it said it was talking about the history of mainstream masonry in the United States. And it called it not the United Grand Lodge of England, but the first Grand Lodge of England. And it said that their roots, and it's documented, but they got their star from out of Egypt. And I was fascinated to see that in writing in a mainstream book.
Why were you, wait a minute. Why were you fascinated to see that when it's always been there?
I know it. I never saw it. I was fascinated. I believe my first time.
Oh, hold on. I got a phone call. Hold on just a second. Greetings, who am I speaking with? All right, wayfaring. What's going on, brother? Why do you look? Why do you say the things you say? Why do you consider myself to be a bogus Mason? I'm listening.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So I happen to be a Prince Hall Mason,
Oh, okay.
and we have a whole committee committed on bogus Mason. And
Okay.
you stick out like a sore thumb. So I just feel to direct all of my aggression with bogus organizations your way because you become a hell of a target.
All right. Now, a brother asked me the same question. He said, Hawkins, why do you shoot so much venom at PHA? And it is not that I shoot venom at PHA. I want to know how come PHA don't share the wealth. And let me tell you when I say share the wealth. Since you're so dedicated to putting out clandestine Masons, why you don't have any white clandestine Masons on the Phylax Society page? Hello?
You get to rephrase that question.
My question is since Prince Hall Masonry is so dedicated to stomping out clandestine Masons, why not, how come they don't have any white clandestine Masons on that page? Or they considered to be clandestine?
Because there are very little, if none, that exist.
No, brother
For the
man.
most part,
Mm-mm.
clandestine or bogus Freemasonry, spurious, exists mostly among African American community.
Oh, you hadn't done your research, have you?
I've done plenty of research, but see, that's the thing though, is that you read a lot of books and you can research everything under the sun, but that's still not made valid.
Wait. You're losing me because you haven't answered the question. The question is if they're going to do that, and they have every right to do it, why not put everybody on the page? Don't just target people that look like you. If you're gonna say that you're just in what you're doing, well, be just in what you're doing. Don't just say because they're black that they're superiors, that they're bogus, that they're this because they're black, because that's what you're saying on your page. Now, if you have white lodges on there, Mexican lodges on there, Filipino lodges on there, if you had them all on there, brother, I don't have a dime to stand on. Because you're saying these are all clandestine lodges to us. But you don't do that. Now you got my ear.
Okay, fair enough. Well, there's a huge difference between what my jurisdiction would dictate a irregular lodge, meaning that we're simply not in amity with them, and a bogus lodge, of which you are happen to be a member.
Now, I'm going to
So
ask you
obviously,
this.
okay, so it's like this. It's like this. The Prince of Massachusetts is obviously not in amity with the Grand Lodge of Mississippi.
So therefore, they're
Does that
bogus.
make them a clandestine lodge? No,
Why? Wait. You mean to tell me that the Grand Lodge of Mississippi is not considered to be clandestine to the Grand Lodge of Boston, HA?
I said to the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Pennsylvania. That's what I said.
Okay, so the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Pennsylvania don't consider the Grand Lodge of Mississippi mainstream to be clandestine. You consider them to be a brother.
That's not what I said.
No, I know that's. Hold on, just a second. Hold on.
That's not what I said.
Hold on, just a second. I gotta ask somebody to the call. Hold on, I'm merging calls, okay? All right, brother Grandmaster, just hold on a second. The young man is explaining himself. He don't see me as a brother, so I can't call him a brother. So the young man is explaining himself. Go for it. Wayfaring man?
I'm here. Okay.
Okay.
Get back to what I was saying. There's a difference between being irregular and just belonging to a spurious or bogus lodge.
So
The
don't.
body of
Hold on, Steve. Brother Grandmaster, let him talk.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
So again, going back to the illustration that I utilized for the Prince Lodge Grand Lodge in Pennsylvania and the Grand Lodge in Mississippi, obviously those two Grand Lodges are not in amity with each other, but they can't consider each other to be clandestine or bogus. They can only classify each other as irregular since they are not in amity.
That's not
That's not true.
accurate. That's not accurate.
That's not true.
That is most definitely true.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it's true. Because the Grand Lodge of Mississippi considered the Grand Lodge of Mississippi considered the Grand Lodge of Pennsylvania PHA to be clandestine.
That's inaccurate because they're not clandestine.
No, bruh. If a Grand Lodge consider you to be clandestine, that's what they call you. That is what the Grand Lodge of Mississippi has called all of Prince Hall Masons. Period. That's a fact. That's not a rumor.
Whether that is a fact or not, that is inaccurate on the part of
Well, no,
the
break. Look, you're saying that it's you're saying that it's inaccurate because you don't want to believe that fact. I'll tell you what. Have you ever been down to Mississippi?
I have most definitely have been. I've traveled for 17. I've been in the military for 18 years and traveled all over the world.
Hold on a second. I got to add another caller.
And here's the thing.
Hey, who am I speaking with?
Grandmaster, this is GIG. This is Mario Ball right here in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Are you calling in to the show tonight?
I was trying to figure out what number I needed to do that because I want to speak on that what you were just talking about.
Hold on just a second. Hold on.
Really used for going on hundreds of years now.
So I'm going to share some with you. Have you ever read any of the records from the Grand Lodge of Mississippi?
You talking to me?
I'm talking to the wayfaring brother. Have you ever read any of their records? Hello? I don't know. Did I lose you? Is anybody online right now?
I can hear you. GM Hopper.
Okay, so my question is, have you read any other records from the Grand Lodge of Mississippi, mainstream? Have you read any of their records?
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
I've dealt with every one of the Grand
I
Lodges.
asked
Now,
you.
I just got on. I just dealt with Mississippi. I just came out of Mississippi yesterday.
Okay, all I asked you, have you read any of their records?
Yes, I have.
So you tell me that they don't consider the Grand Lodge of Pennsylvania, Prince Hall, to be clandestine.
Hello?
I'm still here.
GM, it just cut in and out.
Hold on just a second. I got a lot of people trying to call in tonight. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. You should be good. Hold on. Somebody needs to hang up their phone or something because I'm getting a lot of feedback. But I'm back. So you need to know is, have you read any of their records?
Yes, I have.
And you don't see in there where they said that PHA was clandestine.
You didn't originally address the question to me. This is GM Ball.
Oh, okay. That's my apologies. I was addressing the question. Man, is he still online? Wayfaring man. Well, I guess he's not. Steve, are you still online? Okay.
I'm PHA too, though.
Oh, well, go for it. Go for it. Tell everybody your name.
So you can just call me GIG Ball.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, I know who I'm talking to. Go ahead.
Right. We were talking earlier. So a lot of people. So there's different degrees to really understand Prince Hall's affiliations with those other Grand Lodges, especially Grand Lodge in Mississippi. So from a lot of different people don't really understand how many jurisdictions there is to Mississippi. So to answer your question, there is one or two different degrees of different jurisdictions of Mississippi. They may not adhere to, a pass or anything in terms of dealing with PHA. I get that because you can look at the court system and see that, and all of the problems that we were having down there in the prison system. You can see that.
Right.
If you can't go down, I don't care if you PHP, I'm PHA, or if you judge, they weren't really hearing a lot of stuff. And that's because a lot of the things, like you say, with those records, you got to renew whatever council, whatever Congress, if you got some type of legislation or some type of agreement or proclamation with them, you got to renew that every so often because things change.
Okay.
And so a lot of people don't understand that they'll come through there and they'll get a second-hand pass, if you will, with, and it's not really that official. So I do get that. Because when I came down, if it was that official, I would have called everything I called. I got phone calls, like you say, you get phone calls right now. I was getting phone calls coming through there.
Well, I'm going to say this. I'm just going to answer some of the questions that I see tonight. And then one is from Alex Fitzgerald. He said, Hawkins, are you saying lodges that practice racism are considered authentic? Yeah, I'm saying they are. You know why? They don't bother me. The Grand Lodge of Mississippi has never did anything to cause this jurisdiction any harm. Period. All they tell me to do is to stay in my lane and they stay in their lane. Period. That's respect to me. If I tell you to stay in your lane and I stay in mine, we good. That is never to say that anything is possible of happening where I may be able to assist or aid somebody. We just don't deal that way. See, a lot of people get caught up in the glow. They recognize me. Look, man, y'all better start looking around and seeing that the black man and woman is being slaughtered. You better start waking up. I'm just saying, if this is so hell-bent and so hell true to the mere fact of you feeling accepted, well, you just need to look around. Do you not know that one of those gentlemen that shot that young boy 2 months ago, and we just seen a video, he was a Mason? You go check the records. And man, this is why we have lost our moral compass. And then that's the thing. Brother said regularity is greater than recognition. That's a fact. We are discussing the lost moral compass of Freemasonry. But yet, if you want to distribute justice on that Select Society page, and brothers tell me all the time, you should leave Prince Hall alone. Well, that may be true, but they're on the page. and hey, we don't hold back. We're not that group to say, well, you can't come on the page and express yourself, but you need to be respectful when you do it. Now, calling someone out, a clandestine and all that stuff, man, that's old.
Right.
You really have to grow up in life.
And can I say this real quick? Can I say this, Jim?
Go ahead.
A lot of people that use that clandestine, a lot of people really don't know the true history of Masonry, and you have to be very careful when you throw around that clandestine, because it'll get you hurt out here. Because nobody's gonna show you a compass in a square. You're not gonna see all of that. You're not gonna see no symbols half the time when you're dealing with some of these other states and grand lodges, and you don't know what you're gonna deal with until it's too late.
Oh, you got a chuckle out of me on that one.
Well, you gotta be careful because then you got some families that operate under their own covering, and you won't see none of that. You don't and so when, like as you stated, when you say to be recognized by what?
Or by whom?
Right, or by whom? Because you got various different court jurisdictions and various different councils And it's so many of them that even if someone says, you know, they found something with Mississippi and say they're the Grand Lodge of Mississippi, says so, you got a lot of people that sit back and let you play the duck. Like you was just saying, they'll let you play the duck and believe you got everything you want. And then as soon as something big go down, they're already ready to wrap you up in red tape and throw you away like nobody heard of you. Because they was waiting on you to step out of bounds. I deal with that every other day in every other state.
Hey, bro.
I done dealt with Utah. I done dealt with Pennsylvania. I done dealt with Wisconsin, Minnesota, Maine. I done dealt with Canada. I done dealt with other countries. So when you start talking this big talk about this, especially when you say PHA, and PHA is the Foundation of African Lodges, when you start talking about that, so how many African countries or cultures?
But see,
so I'm not. You're right. Go ahead.
I'm gonna state something that Fred Brooks Jr. stated. He said, while we are fighting with each other, they are fighting us. They don't care if you're regular, bogus, etc. All they see is melon. That's all they see. But when are we gonna wake up and understand that's all they see? Like I said before, brother, justice isn't blind. It's just those who have the power to distribute justice that turns the blind eye. And we often talk. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you foreign to anybody until you see what you know you're supposed to see to know you safe. I don't care if they got a black robe on, black, gold, white, purple, this, that, and the other. They say they John G. PHJ. They say they Scottish Rite. They say they purple veil. They say they everything is foreign until you see a safe sign. Everything, because you don't know what they gonna throw. You don't know who they captured. And I'm gonna say it like that.
You said you don't know who they captured, huh?
That's what I said. You don't know who they gonna throw at you and they done captured. You don't know who they got under their thumb. I deal with Hollywood. I deal with everybody. You don't know who they got under their thumb, and they gonna throw somebody who they think you. That's how it works. That's the book they gonna throw at you.
That's the book they've always used. And the problem is a lot of us fall for that same book over and over again. We keep tripping over ourselves because we want to be somewhere where they don't want us. Hold on just a second. Hold on, I'm adding somebody to the phone call. Grandmaster.
I had an emergency phone call.
Okay, that's no problem. I have my brother from Arkansas on. He's PHA. He have me cracking up. That's a good brother. He and I, we will have had some long conversations over the phone. And all I'm trying to say tonight is that the moral compass for which Freemasons, a real Mason, I ain't talking about no punk, no fruity, no soft tissue wearing. I'm talking about a real stand-up man. That's what we're talking about. The moral compass of Freemasonry has gone awry. There are very few stand-up Masons out there. I don't care if you're black, white, or Filipino. I have Masonic friends. And when I say friends, I mean friends. I ain't talking about somebody that you just meet. I'm talking about somebody you can call and say they got you. That's when I say friends. And when I see the Masonic compass, and I see the brothers who are out there flashing and doing all sorts of things and not being held accountable. And then as soon as you try to hold them accountable, they want to throw up some BS. Go ahead.
Exactly what most of them do. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I'm done. I'm listening.
I was going to say that's exactly what a lot of people do. They'll give you a trial period and you don't even know you're in a trial period. And sometimes they'll throw a situation in front of you hoping you to fail so they can say, we knew you were going to do that because you leaned to the left anyway. And so I'm always prepared for things like that because I see the pattern over and over. And I said, well, I knew you were going to do that because you didn't like me no way.
Well, that's
just,
go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, just because we don't like each other, whatever that's supposed to be, doesn't mean that we can't come to a common ground. Because I deal with diplomacy. I deal with everybody wants something that I have because they say, well, we've never been to China. we've never been over here. We've never been over there. And I'm trying to stay as vague as I can.
I understand.
We want what you have. And I keep telling them it's not what I have. These cultures made an agreement stating that I would help protect the thing that means the most. And that's the foundation of the culture. And so people think they're going to raid them like they've done here in America. You can't raid these places. They don't work. This masonry really doesn't work that way. And a lot of people, I don't know where they get that from.
Well, they get it. Let me tell you where they get it from. And then, Brother Steve Smith, you can, Grandmaster, you can tune in. They get it from the precept that they don't pick up good books and read about masonry. They don't go outside of the country. All they know is where they're at. And I've said this plenty of times. As long as you do things where you at, you're not going to really get a grip on masonry. You're not. And that's and that's just simple. It's just simple. Brother Grandmaster, what you got to say?
Brother, I had to first phone call. I had to get, and I missed the rebuttal with Wayfarer man. Is he still on the line?
No, he's I don't know. He has some phone difficulties, so he was not able to stay on.
This is what I want to ask you. I hope he's listening. Anyone, he keeps the brother on the line. I CHA. Answer the question for me. Okay, Wayfarer man came on. That's their 4-letter. Bogus, not recognized, clandestine, all of the above. Okay, I give them that. And then all of that he said I ain't. Okay, I'm clandestine, I'm bogus, I'm irregular. How we want to classify me? And I said, okay, you're right. But guess what though?
What's that?
Okay, the thing is, okay, I'm clandestine, bogus, or whatever. So, okay, now what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it?
Okay, go ahead,
bro.
I want to say this. I've never considered, personally, my family go all the way back to civil rights movement. My family was a standing. You didn't see nobody getting hung and say. You can say what you want to say about that bus, but I had an uncle on that bus. And then nobody get hung. When nobody getting hung going through Alabama, that's my family. You understand? When Mac Honeycutt down there in New Orleans, he went over to Ireland. You know, and so many other, Thaddeus Williams, you know, went all the way to Massachusetts fight. You know, that's what you saw when you saw Wiley College. So we wasn't getting harmed. That's not how most of my family lived. You know, I won't say how they lived, but I'll say we never considered John G. Jones affiliations clandestine. My family never talked like that. My family wouldn't even ask you where you hail from half the time. They gonna read you.
Bro, question. Who suspended you?
Well,
I don't have that record in front of me, but I did
okay.
some of that.
So this is not where I want to go tonight. I want to stay on topic and talk about the moral compass, because what happens is, as Brother Fred Brooke just stated, just so with a lot of wisdom. Here we are talking. Go ahead.
Let me say something about what he talked about, because I can say this about those suspensions when it came to primitive rights. Every last one of them, when you start going in honorary, got in trouble for something. Every last one of them. That's
true.
Got in trouble for doing something. Most of them had their own grand lines anyway. They just wasn't calling it like the, you know, they had their own Masonic Congress and stuff, because they were going to Chicago doing that thing.
Well, brother, let me ask you a question. Ask you a hawk. I'm chasing rabbit hawks. Yes. But the question is, does the Supreme Council really have the authority to suspend someone?
It depends.
Okay.
Because you got to understand what suspension is, and most people don't. And I'm trying to say this as vague as I can, because I don't want to throw no motion in the courtroom. Okay?
Go ahead.
So I'll say this: most people don't even know what entails a suspension. Okay? And so when people say, you know, we thinking suspension, I'm gonna suspend you, and I've heard that before. I heard that before on the 33rd level. Okay? Different parties get suspended, and you don't even hear about them, bro. Not a phone call or nothing. Okay?
Well, the process is in dealing with the moral compass of Freemasonry.
You want to leave that alone? Okay, home.
I got to come home, home. I got to come home. The thing about it, only the blue line have that authority and power. And they can suspend you, like spare you from that auxiliary, whatever they got going on, but they can't remove you out of nature, brother. And you can go straight to another jurisdiction if you want to. So therefore, what I'm getting at is, John G. Jones was still a Mason. At the end of the day.
Okay, now.
But like you say, Masonry don't work that way. I agree with what he's saying, Jim Hawkins. I agree with what he's saying. But you got to understand what suspension is. You still got to deal with that first. You got to deal with that from a biological standpoint. When somebody's place judgment on you, place a charge. That's a charge. That's a real charge. Okay. That's from the degree of primitive rights. He was John G. dealt with primitive rights. That's a charge.
That is a charge. Now, with all of that, with all of the conversation we've had, the fact of the matter is, we're still dealing with the moral compass. No matter how you chop this thing up, we're still dealing with the moral compass. We can even write today, we can even look at the most puissant sovereign grand commander, Slaughter. The moral compass, he felt that he had the right to show what Greg Vaughn was doing with the money. Okay? When he did that, he took him to court to prove it. He won every case. After winning every case that they threw against him, he said, forget about it. He opened up his own Supreme Council, called it the Progressive United Supreme Council for Prince Hall, Ancient Accepted Scottish Rite, Last Degree for the Southern Jurisdiction. And right today, they are asking Slaughter to come back into the fold. And he is coming back in under the title the Most Puissant Sovereign Grand Commander. So that gives Prince Hall, PHA, 3 Supreme Councils. Talk back to me, somebody. We're talking about the moral compass of Freemasonry.
Now watch this. Watch this. So I got PHA seal under this Supreme Council, and in the Supreme Council International Bohemian Grove. So we dealt with Southern California, as well as New York, as well as Washington State, as well as Miami, Florida, as well as New Orleans, and so on and so forth, as well as St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
And I never state, and nor have any of the people I had to meet in order to even do that. Because you got a lot of people going to talk about Supreme Council. I know Ohio's a true Supreme Council because I had to deal with Ohio.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
I know St. Paul is true because I had to deal with St. Paul.
Mm-hmm.
And so on and so forth. It's a couple of more that I know are true because I had to deal with them. I had to deal with John G.
Mm-hmm.
Personally. So I know what's true because I know I've seen them. You see what I'm saying? And
right.
I know I didn't stop seeing them until it was peace.
Well, I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to be on here very long. I'm going to have to get ready to go. When we continue to do the things we do in our own community while we're being slaughtered by somebody else, as the brother said, we talk about bogus, clandestine, and everything under the book while they are fighting us. So we fighting wars on all the sides, and it's just seeing that we can't wake up because our moral compass, we've been hit in the head so much till we dizzy. We can't even get our moral compass together. But once you are able to gather yourself and get your moral compass right, all the other stuff that people say about you, all the BS that you come across in your life, man, you're on a journey that nobody else can have but you. And that's the thing about being a Freemason, as Brother Grandmaster Smith said earlier. Old cats had it in their hearts. The young cats just have it on their lips. See, it used to be a time your word meant something. That is not that anymore. It used to be a time that when you shook a man's hand, it told you something about that man. You looked him in the eye, you gripped his hand, it meant something. Today, that don't mean anything. Not a damn thing. And if you true to the fraternal order of Freemasonry, that should mean something. That's part of your moral compass. But we're so hell bent on tearing and destroying till we've tossed the compass out the door. It shouldn't even be a working tool. And you're talking about standing on your square? You should be standing crooked. You're going to need that plumb line to straighten you up. We need every working tool to help us to be the people and individual we're trying to be. A lot of us don't even know who we are, and we call ourselves Masons. And that's just the fact of the matter.
Don't have the history.
You know.
They don't know personally who they are personally either. They not only don't have their history, but who do you blame for that? Or I necessarily don't blame anybody, but I say structurally, where are we and where we want to go? Like you said, we're sitting there fighting against John. We're sitting there saying we're fighting against John G. And we want to absorb John G. And I talk to people. Hello, can you hear me?
Go ahead. You're fading out, but I got you. Go ahead.
I didn't tell you this deal, August, because you already know how people do out there. I wouldn't, me and you, we talk all the time. You know what kind of wind throwing around. I know what kind of wind throwing around. You know I do a lot of traveling. I know you do a lot of traveling. I know how you get down. I know how the people around John G get down. I know how the Eastern Stars get down. I know how some other people.
I think I lost him, Steve. Yeah, I lost him. But as we continue to move forward and we're talking about the moral compass, I'm going to go ahead and close the show out. But until we take the working tools that has been handed to us by our ancestors and start to apply those to our daily journey in life, we're going to be where we at for a long time. Hold on just a second. I got to kill this. Hold on, let me get this call. There you go. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and log off. I don't know why this thing, there you go. We're going to go ahead and call the show tonight. I hope, as always, you've gotten some out of it. If they will come unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him into your house. Neither bid him good or God, bid him God, and bid him Godspeed. 2 John 1 and 10. Thank you. I appreciate that, Brother Malcolm Prophet. Oh, Brother Fred Brooks, thank you. I appreciate the gift. I really do. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for your words, bro. I mean, them words was needed. We're fighting on all sides. Why do we have to continue to fight each other? Take that moral compass that's been handed to us by our ancestors and use that to help us get out of the mess for which we find ourselves in. We're being slaughtered every day, and yet we find ourselves not waking up. Some of us are, but a lot of us are just like zombies, just happy. Just wake up, use your moral compass, and become the better man. Show a little respect for your fellow brothers of the craft. Randolph Taylor, AF&M, PHA, but they are working towards recognition. No, okay, I don't know. Tony, okay. I was trying to read something there. But look, man, my heart goes out to the family of the young brother that was slaughtered in the streets. My heart goes out to those who are losing their life in this COVID-19, this fight, this epidemic. My heart goes out to families who don't have enough to eat. Man, look, you got to wake up. Sisters, you got to wake up. You can't sit idly by no more. You got to put in some action. You can't talk the walk. You can't talk the talk and not walk it. Come on, that's all I'm saying. I don't care how you feel about me. It ain't my business. Your feelings about me is not my business. I control this. This is all I control. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Until the next time, I hope that you got some out of this. Peace and be well. Godspeed.